Too many fucking layers on. We got another cold night. Just as cold as yesterday. Maybe colder. Doesn't matter. Just brutal. Just a real cunt of a winter. And wasn't that an Al Pacino movie? Scent of a Woman. Anyways, we got the Antanya. Now, we reviewed the special edition yesterday, the Grand Reserva, which came out as a celebration of the Antanya. And, yeah, it smoothed out the regular version. A little more sophisticated. The problem is, that's not why you like the Antanya. Antanya is a funky, lively, different kind of cigar. And it's just perfect for what it does at being different, especially for a Nicaraguan cigar. The regular Joya Antano is really something. Now, it wasn't garbage smoking the Grand Reserva has more age, but it changes. Once you have a blend that's world renowned, you can't go, well, if we just give a little more time and age and make it more sophisticated, it's just going to be better. Like, it doesn't always work like that. Already, it's the smell. I didn't even do a cold draw. The smell and the aura. From just sniffing it, I could taste it on my tongue. Pungent. Antanya, yeah, the younger tobacco that they're using in the original blend. Oh, wow, my nose, up my chocha. Ooh. Fire. 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 Fire, fire, fire. 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 Already off the bat, the original, it even says Antonio original. I don't think it always said original, but I think as they started making other Antonios, they had to, I guess, reboot the merchandising. Nothing wrong with that, refreshing the look. So it says original. Now, because then you have the Grand Reserva, but then you have the Dark Corojo, which is going to come down the pike. I have that one, and the Dark Corojo I've always enjoyed. Already off the bat, this is better than the Grand Reserva. And why do I think it's better? It stands out more. The character, you understand when you smoke an Antonio, the regular Antonio, you get the message right off the bat. It's a light, medium, full off the bat, but very heavy on the flavor. Finish, very heavy on the finish. All these things are important. Now, it doesn't mean every cigar that has a longer finish is better, but I'm just comparing. Right now, we're zoomed in with a maximum of 2. The comparison of 2, yesterday's Antonio Grand Reserva versus today's Antonio, the original intent. And this was a good test. And between the two, the regular Antonio is the way to go. No other channel does this with limited reviews, like comparing, contrasting. Yeah, now here's the thing, though. It wasn't just about which one's better. We learned on the Antonio Grand Reserva that if you want to have that an Antonio for earlier in the day, or for someone who can't handle it, then maybe the Grand Reserva is the way to go. It smoothed it down. You know what I'm saying, though? So maybe you smoke the Grand Reserva at lunchtime, and then this cigar at nighttime. You know what I'm saying, though? You know? This is the way to go. Richer, fuller, heavier, 70% darkness. Feels like a little more than that, but the wrapper is very oily. It's a very thick, heavy cigar. It's not like it's going to kick your ass. But when these came out for its time, these were very heavy cigars with a lot of flavor. And here's the thing, these cigars have a lot of character. The amount of charred fucking wood, not just like burnt wood, but like smoky, charred, funky wood. It's really a funky fermented cigar. Pungent would be the word. You can rename this cigar the Pungent. Definitely a medium full right now. Funky, fermented, black pepper spice. There is a funky little bit of syrup, sweetness. Lots of charred wood. There's other things going on right now. The finish is so heavy and long and bizarre. There's a lot of things going on with the cigar, and I just always enjoy. I think the Antonio is one of the most different mainstream blends out there. Don't get me wrong, it's not comfortable where like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to get. I mean, compared only to this cigar. You know, when you have like a nice cigar that's Connecticut broadleaf, you can compare it to other Connecticut broadleafs. No other, the Antonio Classic Joya, it's in a world of one. Like, it's like, all right, well, if you're gonna like this, you're gonna like it. Like, it's fucking weird. All right, it's quirky, it's bizarre, it's a standalone. Who's this? Who the fuck is this? Am I in Boston? Are you in the CIA? Now, why would you say Boston? Jimmy, how you doing? Mr. Bushcraft, are you gang stalking? Are you? Are you following Richie? Are we all fresh here? At this time of the night, you should be on your second shower. I can't see the picture. It's such a small picture. They put these, I don't think you understand. What's gang stalking? Okay, he's totally gang stalking. I'm totally not a cop. Of course, it's better than the Grand Reserva. The Grand Reserva was the special edition with extra age. It didn't make it better. It made it quieter. And it took away the finish. It took away a lot of the spice. It took away a lot of the funky charred wood. And it took away the overall character. There's a certain point where you polish it too much. There's a certain point in anything where you do too much polishing. Okay? The original Antonio is better than that Grand Reserva. Grand Reserva still can be enjoyed, but maybe for an earlier in the day or, I don't know. I'm trying. But the regular Antonio is the way to go. It's funky. I'm really shook up, Beantown. You got me. You got me right in my back chocha. You got me. Maybe even my mid chocha. Right in my Gucci. You got me. It's okay. Richie's ready for the funk. It's all good. It's fuck it. Motherfuckers want to roll up on Richie. I'm sorry. Fuck you. I'm already dead. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. How was it? They give you clam chowder? Fucking shit. Oh, we got a. Oh, watch out here. We got a live one. What's it like going to prison in Boston? Do they give you Irish whiskey at night? Do they sing you a lullaby? My wild Irish rose, when Irish eyes are smiling. When Irish eyes are smiling. I know a lot about the Irish. I know a lot about the English. Yes, my father was born in Italy in a barn. My mother, though, her father was old school English. And along the way, a lot of Irish joined. Yeah. And got a lot of family. If my family on my mother's side came over from England to Boston, Reading, Massachusetts exactly, but the end of Boston, in the 1600s. My mother's side came over. The Damon family. My mother's maiden name is Damon. The Damon family came over in the 1600s to Reading, Massachusetts. Oh, that's the same Damon family as Matt Damon. Yes, I am related to Matt Damon. It doesn't matter. He's got more money than me. I'll salute. I have a bigger cock. I have an 8-inch cock. I can absolutely tell by watching a Matt Damon movie, he don't have an 8-inch cock. You see, yes, my mother from the English side, but I got the boost because my father was born in Italy. So, I could hang out with the mix. I could hang out with the fucking tea and crumpets. But I got the Italian fucking hammer. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's a good mix. It's a good mix. I'm a white man with a red face. My father was brown. My father's dark. My mother was pale. I ended up red. Well, yeah. I married an Irish woman. My daughter is half Irish, Italian, and English. When Irish eyes are smiling. The only thing in this world that I still love is my daughter. And she's my little Irish angel. And if anything in this world, whatever, all I can say is my little Irish daughter is protected by her Italian father. I don't play games. I bare knuckle box. I don't lie. Everything I say, if I do it, I do it. If I say I do it, I fucking do it. I don't lie. I don't fucking lie. Oh, you didn't spook me. Dude, this is entertainment. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, look. It's a show. I mean, it's real. It's like you got a piece of meat, right? But you spice it up. It's still the same amount of protein, a little salt, a little pepper, a little garlic, whatever. You spice it up. It's still the truth, but a little spice. I mean, this still is a show. We got to make it entertaining, even for myself. I like building it up. Ooh. I use my surroundings. Yeah. 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 Chris Angel. I didn't know that guy was still alive. Is he still doing tricks? Did he pull a quarter out of your ass? Did he pull a 1967 quarter out of your asshole? This cigar is so much fun. This cigar is different. You might hate this cigar. It is not for everyone. Oh! He levitated. The Antonio is strange, bizarre. Maybe it's the perfect Halloween cigar. It's strange. It's different. It's funky. It's strong in character. I would say it's a strong cigar. It's not ass-kicking, but it tests your mind. When you're smoking, you're like, what the fuck is this? And I like it. John Smith and the Psychedelics. You like GE refrigerators? I don't know what to tell you, man. Are you right? Are you touching your refrigerator? I thought we talked about this, John. Listen, the bots are getting funny, and I appreciate that. Fuck PG, though. You like refrigerators. Is a grown man walk into an establishment and state that he likes refrigerators? I mean, who doesn't like you can't like a refrigerator. What do you mean? It's one thing you said this particular refrigerator. You said I like refrigerators, meaning all the refrigerators. Like, yeah, who doesn't want to have cold water? Who doesn't want to have ice? Who doesn't want to have their food go bad? And if you don't refrigerate, like, do you also like running water? Do you like plumbing? I also like roof shingles because I like when it rains that I don't get wet in my house. I like roof shingles. Do you like roof shingles? I like roof shingles. I also like concrete. I like driving my car on smooth concrete. Do you ever think about that? The world's not a smooth place. Every square inch you look around, if you're driving, it was smoothed out, graded, fucking set up for success, drainage, fucking concrete, traffic lines, traffic lights. All these things are made by man, built by man, designed by man, and maintained by man. Yeah, I like these cigars. When you smoke this cigar, you know it's been around. The cigar's got character that nobody can copy this blend. I'm not saying it's the best cigar, but it can't be. It's the original Nicaraguan cigar. It can't be manipulated, and nobody else even tries. The original Antonio by Joya de Nicaragua is one of the most original cigars. I didn't say the best, but it's one of the most original blends. You got to give it to them. You got to give it to them. And for even being a puro, there you go, Caleb. Cold, cold, cold beer. Appreciate that. As all the Autobots are leaving, the channel is completely hidden from the entire world. I know guys watch it, but there's mass manipulations. We're at a medium full. We're at 70% darkness. Super long, heavy finish. Lots of charred, friggin' weird, funky fermented wood. Like just fucking, it's bizarre, but I really enjoy it. The finish is so long and heavy. What's great about this cigar is it stimulates your mind. This cigar could cure dementia. Do you work here? You missed the spot. Do you work here? You missed the spot. Do you work here? Now, all right. The cigar touches my chocha. Strange, heavy, bizarre, funky, spicy, but it's not overly spiced where it's such a spicy cigar where that's the main point. The cigar has balance in a sense of it is a blend. It's not like when you have cigars that are just all about power and spice and like that's it. Like there's other things where the spice overtakes it. I really like hanging out with the Antonio Original. It's a solid cigar. And the smell, the aromatics, funky. It's a funky cigar. You know, I haven't smoked the Man of War cigars in a long, long, long time. Anybody like Sig Sauer 220 45 automatic? I do. The Sig Sauer 220 semi-automatic pistol is very accurate. It actually has a very nice double action pull. Oh, the single action is very nice, but here's the main thing. It's extremely accurate. I'd say on par with most 1911s, but here's the catch. It is way more reliable. And you don't need to do nothing to them. Like, oh, let me trick it out and change the parts and make it work right. Or polish the feed ramp. No. The SIG P series, whether it's 220, 226, 228, 227, 229, 239, whatever, 245. It's a genius design by integrating a locking block that is removable but held in by the takedown lever. You guys know this, in an aluminum frame, but it locks into solid steel. And the feed ramp is part of that locking block. So the barrel locks into steel instead of aluminum, making it much stronger, but still retains the aluminum weight. And it is replaceable. Very easy. It's genius. Disassembles are easy as well. It always works. Just replace your guide rod spring every 5,000 rounds. Keep it lubed, but when shooting a P series, it is so satisfying. It really is satisfying to shoot. And I've traded a lot of guns at the gun store legally, and I can say that the Sig Sauer P series is not only one of the most satisfying to shoot and accurate, but reliable. And really actually affordable when you think about what you're getting. Like, yeah, SIG P series, P226 or whatever, 220, yeah, they're not cheap. But compared to even a factory 1911, it seems affordable. 1911s easily could be anywhere from unless you're going some cheap Turkish shit, which I'd avoid like the plague. But you're talking about, easily $1,000 for a 1911 new. Now, if you're going to go used, you could get used 6 hours, you know, a very good price. Because all these youngins, all these young kids are all about these polymer micro strikers. So the market's kind of shifted. So it's the best time to get into a double action, single action, 6 hour P series. Way better than a polymer block or a micro bullshit gun. Yeah, very accurate and very durable and very reliable. Yes. Yeah, the Model 29 with the 8 3/8 barrel. I never had the nickel plated. I've had the stainless steel and the blued 44 Magnum. I've had the 6-inch. I've had a 4-inch. Smith & Wesson. I've had a Taurus 4-inch 44 Magnum. I've had a Taurus 454 Kazoo, which is also a 45 Magnum. You could also shoot 45 Colt plus P, which there's a big difference between 45 Colt and 45 Colt plus P. Being that the invention of the Colt plus P came much later on in the cowboy era, you can't generally shoot 45 Colt plus P in a cowboy single action if it's only rated for 45 Colt. Long Colt, it's a big, fat, 250 grain but slow bullet, 800 feet per second, maybe 9. When you go to 45 Colt plus P, it's one of the few times where the plus P normally get 5 to 10% more power, which is a jump, sometimes 15%. But 45 Colt plus P really, really jumps, and you got to watch out. I think 45 Colt plus P in a 454 Kazoo is good for home defense. If you're going to be out in the wilderness, yeah, go full 454 Kazoo. But I'm saying, but as a nightstand gun, you could downgrade your 454. If you're loading 454 Kazoo as your nightstand gun, well, God bless, because you're gonna have to learn sign language. Because after you shoot that in the house, you're never gonna hear again. Probably not even speak. I can't imagine. Do you understand the terminal ballistics of a 454 Kazoo? 454 Kazoo, what are you doing? Like a 275, 280 grain, 285, 300 grain bullet? Let's just throw it around at what? Depending on what let's go even a little lower. A lower, what do we want to push it to? 1,800 feet per second, 1,800 feet per second, a 250 grain bullet? Do you know what a 45, 1911, 230 grain at 800, 900 feet per second? So now you can go much heavier in weight, and you're gonna double the speed. Oh, you're throwing out rifle energy. Some 454 Kazoo loads have more energy than a 5.56 M16, and it says the same range, but the foot pounds. You can get over 12, 13, 1,400 foot pounds of energy out of a handgun 454 Kazoo. The only thing stepping up over that would be the 460 and the 500. Now here's the thing, Richie, I don't talk about a lot of things, but if I do talk about it, I know. I don't bullshit. The 454 Kazoo is at a point where it's not playing around. And honestly, the 454 Kazoo will do everything. There's nothing in your lifetime here in America that you would ever not need anything. The 454 Kazoo would do everything you need. Now, 460 or 500 is just like, fuck it, how about more? And I get that. But a 454 Kazoo, you could probably get a 6-round cylinder in a much lighter gun. A lighter gun. Yeah, Super Red Hawk, weighing like 60 ounces. But when you go to the 500 Smith & Wesson, you're talking, baby, You get the 3, 4, 5 pound handgun, depending on the barrel. When you got a handgun that weighs 4 pounds, you sit there, it's a 5 pound handgun. You sit there. Yeah, well, I don't dance without tips. Throw this fucking guy out of here. Sit there. That's gonna bring the first guy of the night. Sacco, what do you want to do with this guy? What do you? Yeah. Oof, that cigar's getting funky. Let's drop that ash. Ooh. Yeah. You like that, bitch? I'm gonna stick this Joya de Nicaragua up your ass. He said, what? I'm gonna stick this Toro up your fucking Gucci. Oh no, oh no, no, no. I'm gonna be a cigar, and you're gonna be my ashtray. He said, I don't know, I don't want to play this game. He said, I didn't fucking ask. He said, see, it's just imagination. That's all we got. It's just guys being guys, joking around. Locker room talk. Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Well, now we know KB's walking around with a fucking 8-inch fucking 44 Magnum. Nice job, KB. Nickel plated, so you're not gonna. If it's real old school, electrolysis of application into the application of the nickel plating, but so you're gonna have the firing pin on the hammer, and you're not gonna have a lockout on the left side plate of the revolver because it is a pre-Hillary hole. Nice. Is yours a pin barrel? Maybe not. Too late. What dash is it? Is it a no dash? Is it a 29 no dash? What are we talking about here? How old is your Model 29? Interesting. A lot of guys, Sacco, why don't you shut the fuck up? Why don't you shut the fuck up, Sacco? The big boys are talking here. Sacco's like, fuck this, Richie, I'm out of here. It's like, fuck you, man. Fuck you. It's like, is that the Dirty Harry? Fuck you, bro. Sacco doesn't even know what we're talking about. Sacco, fuck you. I respect that. Yeah, so the Antonio is stronger, heavier. It's the better cigar. It's the better cigar. This experience on Antonio is a 4.7. Brand new 1980 classic. 1980 was a good time for Smith & Wesson. In fact, all of the 80s was a good time for Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson by the 80s, it already was doing great in the 70s, but by the 80s, it was peak of the peak with their semi-automatics, second gen, then becoming the third gen in 1988. Yes, the second gen starting around 1983 to 87, 88. And with the culmination in the early 80s, their first gen started having a 39-2, and then they had the 59 model, and they started doing nickel plating on that. But by By the early 80s, in 1983, he started having the Model 659, which is a fully stainless frame and stainless slide and stainless barrel, stainless extractor. Very heavy, very strong, extremely heavy, extremely expensive. And then the 659, a couple years later in the third gen, 1988, became the 5906. Same numbers rearranged. They had to add a digit because they were making more models, compact and aluminum and different finishes, etc. What do I know? What do I know? Maybe. If your Smith & Wesson was a 9mm and a single stack, it'd be a Model 39. And then if it was second gen, it would become 639. Right? But that's okay. Anyways, but most people rather have the 59, the double stack. Sacco, you could touch my chocha now. We're definitely talking about Cadillac. Sacco. Are we talking about Cadillacs? I'm really confused. Yeah, the Smith & Wesson Model 29, what a classic. Really. Now, here's the thing, though. With the older ones, though, and they're very nice guns, and the older ones even have better triggers. Some people say they're more accurate. But I'm not saying they're not durable, but listen to what I'm saying. The Ruger 44 Magnums were heavier and stronger. Not as nice to shoot. Not as nice. I don't think as accurate. Not as nice triggers. However, though, at a certain point, the Smith & Wesson, I forget at what dash, though, they made their 44 Magnum stronger, really around the yoke and the forcing cone, and became even stronger. Here's the thing. Most people that have 44 Magnums don't shoot them. They probably load 44 Specials at the range. They downgrade because it's cheaper and it's easier on the wrist. Okay? But you can shoot your 44 Magnum in a Model 29, but if you're going to be shooting thousands of rounds it also depends how you're shooting it. You're shooting a couple of rounds, letting it cool down. But if you're going to be going to like a fucking class, like a pistol course, and you're fucking speed loading that 44 Magnum, and you're shooting, you can't say mag dumping, you're cylinder dumping over and over and over again at full power, 240 grain, and like 1,400 feet per second. Easily 800 to 900 pounds of energy, which is serious for a handgun. You could get it to over 1,000, even 1,100 pounds. But if you're using Underwood maximum 44 Magnum, gas checked, solid lead core, flat nose, 44 Magnum at like 300 grain, like 44 Magnum plus P, you're gonna beat the shit out of your gun. You're gonna really beat the shit out of your gun. But you just get a Ruger, fucking, is it Black Hawk, Red Hawk? Fucking, those were built for those heavier pressures. It is what it is. It is what it is. If you want a gun that looks nice and shoot nice, you get the Smith & Wesson. If you want a gun that can handle infinite amounts of heavy Magnum usages, you go Ruger. Depends on what you want to do. Yes, thank you, Sacco, for the Cadillac information. You touched my chocha. And with that, Richie's coming back. Bing, bow, boom, boom. Oh, Grandma's got to pay the rent this year. Grocery bills are going up, so the panties are coming down. Next at 10. When I was a kid, grandmas used to knit sweaters. Now they get nut on their sweaters. Who the fuck is this guy? Jeremy's homosexual. It's a 4.7. The Antonio original is funky, fun, bizarre. Just try to enjoy it. Don't try to figure this cigar out. Really weird chard notes, bizarreness, spicy, not really earthy, super long, heavy finish, and along with some weird sweetness. Honestly, you feel like you probably got drugged when you're smoking this cigar. You might be tripping balls. If any cigar was equivalent to acid or LSD, it'd be this one. The Antonio is a weird cigar. Fucking weird. I feel like I'm chewing on a charred barrel, chasing it and snorting lines of salt and fucking fermented bizarre syrup. Yeah, it's weird. He bought it for $500. Presentation box, the fire holster. Nice. KB, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Don't ever sell that. That's a collector. Next at 10, we got a girl oiling up a 2-foot long dildo in the shower. How are you putting this up your chocha? Or is it up her ass? Do you see this? It's bigger than her arm. Look at the size of this thing. Oh my God. Oh no. I try to warn you about Sodom and Gomorrah. These chicks are stuffing midgets up their ass. Now, I don't look this stuff up. YouTube and the algorithm and TikTok are just shoving it down my cell phone. And I'm here as a prophet to warn you. Don't do this. Don't be like this. Don't end up like this. Don't let people in your family end up like this. And at worst case, if you're doing this evil stuff, don't put it out on the internet. Don't tell people, because now you're doing it with vanity. Like, look, not only are you going to stick a 3-foot gigantic fucking dildo up your ass, you're going to put it on the internet. Not only do you have no colon left, you have no shame. Fuck. Look at the size of this Sacco. Look at that. Look at that. How do you even buy that? It's got to be 20 pounds of cock. It's a 20-pound cock. Next at 10.
It's late at night, I'm very tired, and I'm not feeling right. All I wish is to be alone. Stay away, don't you invade my home. Mess up if you hang outside. Don't come in, I'll only run and hide. You can hit me now. 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 Can it be knocking at my door? Make no sound. Tiptoe across the floor. If he hears, he'll knock all day. I'll be trapped, and here I'll have to stay. I've done no harm, I keep to myself. There's nothing wrong with my state of mental health. I like it here with my childhood friend. Here they come, those feelings again.
Oh no!
You can hit me now. You can hit me now.
Guys, it's 2026. What are you even doing about it? I didn't think the end of the world would be like this. That guy's driving on his rim. Is this AI or is it real? I hope it's real, because who's is this real? Is this for you? Well, this guy saw a seagull eating a whole hot dog. So I watched this video, and this guy saw a seagull gulping down a hot dog. And so the guy said, well, if a seagull can eat a hot dog, I think it's sea gulping. Yeah. That guy. Man, even the seagulls are, dude, it's a rough time out there, bro. Bro, it is a rough time out there. I try to warn this world about a thing called Sodom and Gomorrah. It's men and women turning from God in the natural state and satisfying unnatural lust. Men laying with men, women laying with women, men dressing up like dogs, women putting 4-foot dicks up their chocha and assholes, people selling, their dirty underwear on OnlyFans. The world, once we turn away from God and the natural way to live, this is what happens. We got people dressing up dildos, bringing them on vacation. Who was making cock jackets? Who made a cock jacket? Do you buy that at the store? You could dress up your a cock jacket. I hate this place. Next at 10. Guys, don't worry. It's going to get better. Canadian Airlines, WestJet, has decided to replace economy with standing seats. Oh, God. Can you imagine how great this is going to be? In the future, you could take a stand. You could fly around the world like a man. In the future, no need to sit. In the future, no need to sit. Yeah, looking to fly around on vacation? Don't worry, hop, skip, and a jump. You can stand all you want. Stand. How many people are they going to fit in the plane? 600 people? Yeah, why don't people just like get stuffed in body bags and just, why don't you just go in a cargo hold in a box, I don't know. I don't like the way the world is going. A married NYPD couple. The husband and wife were both NYPD cops. They're both fired. Why did they both get fired? Well, they refused to ask any questions. What was the questions? Well, they got into an argument at their house, and the fire department was called because their house exploded, and they wouldn't tell anyone what happened. I'll say that again. 2 NYPD cops living in Long Island, Nassau County, which is Nassau County, state of New York, in the town of East Meadow. Legally, Long Island is just a nickname. Their house exploded after they got into an argument, and the fire department came, and they wouldn't answer questions. Normally, when the fire department comes and they put the fire out in your house, they have questions like, what happened? Maybe the detectives come, the cops, arson squad. Hey, so your house exploded. What happened? And both the husband and wife are NYPD cops, and they're like, yeah, we ain't saying shit. We ain't saying shit. Guys, if your house explodes and you got nothing to say, you're a suspect.
Yes, it's
If you're wondering what's happening here, we have a DJ in Africa who's a DJ. But instead of spinning the DJ with his hands, that's his cock. We got DJs in Africa using their dick to spin the records. That's a cock DJ. Here at 10. He's a disc jockey. He's a dick jockey. I couldn't believe, I watched the video. I took a screenshot. He is spinning DJ with his dick. Dude, everyone in the audience is like, what the fuck is going on here? When I was a kid, nobody was doing this shit. Nobody was doing this. Next at 10. I try to warn you about this. Now, you might think this is an attractive woman. And I've told you this about Hollywood, acting, singers. A lot of the singers you think that are hot chicks, J-Lo, Gwen Stefani, they're all dudes. Here is an ex-Bond girl, James Bond. What movie was she in? She was in the movie Your Eyes Only with Sean Connery. Well, she's an outwardly admitted transgender. This person was born a male. Do you see the clavicle? Do you see the long arms and the big hands? Yes, they put fake tits. Yes, the person's in good shape. But they grew their hair out. You get some facial surgery. And this is a dude. And it's not even conspiracy, Richie. They admitted to it. And they admitted to being the first transgender woman in Playboy. So all you guys were getting excited for this James Bond girl. And it's a dude.
We both lie silently stealing in the dead of the night. Although we both lie close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was there something I said, something I did? Did my words not come out right? Though I tried not to hurt you, though I tried, but I guess that's why they say
every girl has a dick. If she's in a movie, she's a transgender. J-Lo is a man with a fat ass. All famous women are really men. I know, it's a tough pill to swallow. Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, I heard you were in the emergency room the other night. Jeremy. Oh, I can feel that in my fucking lungs. Jeremy, I heard you were in the emergency room. Oof. Oof. Did insurance cover it? This is why you don't put 3-foot fisted dildos up your asshole. How did it get so far? How did it get so far? Imagine the guy doing the x-ray at the hospital. We're going to need to do an x-ray. This is for educational purposes only. Don't stick 3-foot things up your ass. My God. You're never going to shit right. There's no coming back from this. Your reputation's going to be worse than Gurkha. You know, and Gurkha has, you know, made some better cigars later on, but still, I mean, it's not one of those names where it's like, oh yeah, I mean, there's newer Gurkha which they contracted with Oscar or AJ, and okay, those ones are solid, but still the name, the regular name. Well, anyways. What's happening here? Oh, this guy's fucking a couch. Guys, if you're strong enough to pick up a couch and fuck a couch, I don't know what to say. Probably an ambulance, Sacco. He didn't drive. This guy is fucking a couch. What do you think's gonna happen to you if you go to prison? Caleb sounds like he's talking from experience. I'm sorry, KB. KB says sometimes it's a Coke bottle. Is that why they switched to aluminum cans? Is that why KB they don't make 3 liters anymore? With 3 liters causing too much, they don't say 3-liter sodas anymore. They were blowing out people's choach. Like 2 liters are bad enough. A 3-liter. The cigar is a 4.7. It is a solid, full-flavored cigar, medium full, 70% darkness, but a very funky, fermented, charred wood that it has so many other bizarre flavors that it just needs to be experienced. Don't try to figure this cigar out. Just hold the smoke and be like, what the fuck is this shit? The cigar is weird, and I like it. The cigar is bizarre, and I like it. And I wish everyone here well. Turn your heart to God. Don't be a degenerate like these people. Don't fuck couches. Don't stick 3-foot things up your ass. Limit your alcohol content. Eat your prunes. Filter your water. Don't drink and drive. Don't commit crime. You don't want to go to prison. Cigars are cheaper than lawyers. You might meet the couch fucker in prison. If he can fuck a couch, he's going to pick you up. Exactly. Well, that's all I got, guys. Stay warm. It's like 10 degrees right now. Take it easy.